everybody again.
We're back.
We're back. We went through an area where the signal was awful for a little while. So we had to come back now instead.
Signal's real good here, right?
Oh yeah. Signal is excellent here.
Dang, there's 0 people watching.
I know.
Wow.
Nope, now there's one. We have
Nice.
one now.
Is it you?
No, I don't have it open yet.
Oh, wow.
We have 2. We have 2 people watching. All right, let me get it pulled up.
Yep, we're back. We are in Nebraska now. I think we were still in Colorado
We were.
during the last live stream, right?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we're well into Nebraska. Apparently 179 miles. Or is that are we counting down or are we counting up right now?
Don't know.
We'll find out. Oh, we're counting up.
Counting
Yeah,
up.
we're 178 miles into Nebraska. Holy smokes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so we've been 3 hours since we got off our live stream or so. Wow, whatever.
I don't know. I had to take a power nap because I, for some reason, could not keep my eyes open anymore. I think it's because I had an apple for breakfast, and it was really, really, really sweet. I'm not used to sweets that sweet right now, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I think that I had a sugar rush, and then I crashed really hard, so I had to take a nap. David's doing good. We just stopped. We filled up fuel. We let Sweetie out to the potty, and we bought caffeine.
2 of them.
We bought 2 of them.
And we had the worst gas station pizza I think I've ever had.
It was so gross.
Mine was like straight up soggy.
So it's called Good Father's Pizza. Don't ever get it.
Good. I thought it was Godfather's.
Oh, sorry, it's called Godfather's Pizza.
It was bad.
And it's nasty.
It was bad.
David was only able, it was so soggy on the bottom, David was only able to eat the toppings off, and even then he was just like, this is bad. And then mine wasn't, it was really good at first, and I think it's because I was really hungry. And then after 2 full pieces, I was just like, why am I still eating this? And it has like the cheese pizza that I got has like this weird sweet taste to it, and I was just not feeling it, so it wasn't good. Not good pizza.
Are we still in Mountain Time or are we Central now?
I'm gonna have to Google it, so give me a quick second.
Well, you don't have to Google it, just look at your phone.
We're on Central Time.
Alright, so I gotta go forward an hour?
Yep.
Alright.
Trying to find my chapstick, but
Oh no, I went forward 2 hours.
oh no.
Dang it. Gotta go all the way around now. Dang it! Oh no.
It's 4 o'clock.
I know, I went too far again. I'll get it. There we go.
There we go.
Alright, it's 4:41.
Yes, it is 4:41 Central Time, which is the time zone that we're in. Let me see. Tammy is here. Hello, Tammy. Matt Hughes is here as well. Hello. Tammy said, oh, Tammy Dowell is here too. Hello, Tammy. She says, Nebraska, good time. It is flat.
And it is, we've gone 864 miles total
There is nothing here.
this whole trip.
Nothing here.
Yeah,
guys.
it's flat. It's flat and empty.
And we haven't gone through a single city. They've all been tiny towns with like 1 gas station. Maybe a Burger King.
We passed a Burger King.
We did pass a Burger King. Unfortunately,
Should have ate there.
we should have eaten a Burger King. I don't know what the rules are in Nebraska, but just our luck, we'd have stopped at the Burger King and not been able to go in and get any food. So
Yeah.
I think I would rather deal with gross pizza than be disappointed in not being able to get food.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Will you put this down?
So let me pull up some of your comments here. Does anybody have any questions, by the way? We normally answer tons of questions while we're live. A lot of the questions we've answered before in previous videos, but we know that a lot of people don't watch every single video. So if you have a question, even if it's a question that you think we've already answered somewhere, just ask it. I'm here to answer your questions. Tammy says, I got the bed made and some clothes washed, lol. Nice. So you did get some chores done today. You did get some chores done. Oh, did this almost break off? Is that what you meant by it wasn't going to open?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's weird. I need caffeine because I'm very tired. Thomas says, on I-80. Yes, we are on I-80. And we will be on I-80 for almost except for like last 2 hours. We're going to be on I-80 the whole way. Everyone's saying bless you. Who likes sneeze?
Oh.
How is the weather here? It is
Gloomy.
Cloudy. Very, very, very cloudy. It's been sprinkling on and off, but it's mostly just cloudy. No sun.
You can answer that and then we can.
Yep. Oh. 321 Adventures says, enjoy your channel. Here is some gas money. Stay safe out there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's a huge help because
Yes.
we are burning a lot of fuel.
Yes.
Getting from Utah to Indiana. So that's a huge help. Thank you very
huge help.
much.
Thank you so
Really
much.
appreciate that.
Yeah. I'll show you what the weather is actually, because I can do that now. Let me, hang on, I gotta move my sweatshirt. Here is the weather outside.
It's gloomy, it's cold, and it's windy.
And it's flat.
Well, that's not the weather.
The weather is flat.
The weather is flat. No, it's 50 degrees outside, cloudy, overcast, and it's been sprinkling on and off.
Yeah. It's.
I mean,
I do feel like gloomy is the best description.
Flat is actually nice in a way. Like it's kind of boring, you know, but it's nice in that it's super easy on the truck. So we get the best gas mileage with, you know, when we're not constantly going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Gas mileage, I should say fuel mileage because we burn diesel. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really easy on the truck, so it's good.
321 Adventure says, oh, I love those Starbucks double shots. Yeah, it has a lot of caffeine in it, and so hopefully it'll keep me going the rest of the day. Because I am sleepy. So sleepy. Down by the river said, heads up, I got the second live notification. Good, I hope that...
Cool. Thank you for letting us know that.
Thank you for letting us know, because we've had so many people tell us that they don't get the extra notifications if you go live more than once in a day. So.
Well, there's 104 people on right now, so I think a lot of them are getting it. You know?
Good.
So that's good. Yep.
Yeah. JB Kenneth says, had it. It is bad pizza. Yeah.
Oh.
It is not good. It is the grossest pizza I've ever had. Tammy says, be careful. Food poisoning is awful. David has had food poisoning before.
Yeah.
And he's had it while we've been together. And it looks so bad.
It's rough.
I think that I have had a very, very, very mild case of food poisoning way back when I was in high school, but it has been a long time and I would prefer to never relive that, so...
Every time I've had it, it only lasts like a night.
Yeah.
You feel like you want to die for like 6 to 8 hours and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Hughes wants to know, did we eat at the Cracker Barrel? We did not. They were closed. But they were allowing us to still park there, so that was nice. But no, they were closed actually. Oh, Franklin G, here is some help for fuel. Be safe driving. Thank you, Franklin. That's awesome. That's very helpful.
Yeah, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. That is a huge help. You have no idea.
Yeah, massive, massive help. Thank you so much.
Really means a lot to us.
So much. It really does. Stinky's RV Adventure says Fuji apples are the sweetest.
That's what you had. Did you say that?
Yeah, it was a Fuji apple. Yeah, it was. I was actually surprised by how sweet it was. The first bite I took, I thought to myself, I don't remember it being this sweet. But I haven't had an apple in a really long time, so yeah. Ah, Tammy McDowell says, now you are on my time. She's on Central Time. That's awesome. Chef Nick wants to know, where are we headed to? We are headed to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're not going to get there today, unfortunately. It's too long of a drive to get there today, So we will be stopping tonight probably around 11.
Yeah, 10 or 11. Somewhere, yeah, probably 11.
10 or 11 Central Time is when we're going to stop.
Oh, Central
We're on
Time.
Central Time,
Yeah,
so probably
11-ish, yeah.
11 or midnight Central Time, so yeah.
I don't know. I have a feeling we're making pretty good time. So, well, let's see. We wanted to get to 1,200 miles. So
Today?
we've got 330 miles left.
So that's
which is 6 hours.
6.5 hours.
11-ish, 11 o'clock, yeah. 11 or
11-ish.
midnight, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see how it goes. Nocturnal says hello from Saskatchewan. Hello. I hope it's not too cold there.
Is that Michigan?
Saskatchewan, Ontario, I'm assuming, or Canada.
Oh, is it? Oh, whoa! You went way off the road. They probably saw it on the live stream.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw on the live stream. The truck right in front of us like went way off the road. So. Sam wants to know, how are the animals? They are still all very tired.
They're all asleep.
Yes. They're all asleep except one of the rabbits and Butters.
You can show them if you want.
Yeah.
You can pop that off.
Here, I'll show you guys. You're gonna be moved around a lot here for a second, so give me a second. Alright.
And yeah, you can flip the camera around so like you can see what you're showing.
Okay. Here's Butters. She's awake. Hi, baby.
Barely.
She's trying to sleep. Alice is asleep right there. Completely out. Sweetie is also completely out. And then that rabbit is awake. There's another one in there. And it looks like she's awake too. But Sweetie's eyes are open, but she's not moving. Sweetie, what are you doing? Hi.
Oh, you meanie.
Well, her eyes were open.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get this back in here real quick. Okay, I'm gonna readjust it so that it's right. There we go. Okay. I gotta get back to my messages. I've lost my place, sorry. Have we passed any boondocking locations? I am sure that we have.
Sure, we passed many.
I'm sure we have passed a ton of them. This is such open, flat, middle of nowhere land that I'm sure that there's a ton out here somewhere. Franklin wants to know, do you change your air filter on a regular basis in the truck?
I mean, you mean the engine air filter? Yeah, absolutely. I change it every time I do an oil change.
Yep.
Which is about every 10,000 miles. But I take it out about every 5,000 miles, and I just tap it out on concrete or something just to knock any of the loose dirt that it catches out of it.
Yeah, because we travel out on, backcountry dirt roads all the time. So, it brings in a lot of dust, so we have to tap it out every now and then. There's a lot of dirt that comes out of it when we tap it out, surprisingly. But yeah, we change it every time we do an oil change. Matt wants to know, have we done any research on the WineGuard 4G Wi-Fi booster? No, we have not. Never even heard of it.
No, we haven't. That's because we already have cell signal boosters. What?
I was gonna say, yeah, we already have some.
Yeah, we have solid RF boosters. One in the truck and one in the trailer, and they work pretty good. So.
Yeah. No need to test other ones out right now.
Yeah, sorry if you were looking for
more information on it. Yeah, we just don't.
We don't have any. We don't have any experience with it. I know Thomas and Stacy with I'm Not Lost Smart Being have SureCall signal boosters, and they really like theirs too. So SureCall, Solid RF, they're both good brands.
Tired, retired old timers. I love that name. Tired, retired, old.
It's like it's a lot of tired.
It's nice.
Yeah.
They went and tilled the garden area, came back in the house, and we're back on. neat part 2. Nice. Greg says get a Ram diesel, you'll get better fuel mileage. Is that true? We don't know.
I mean, maybe.
Our truck does pretty good. So.
Yeah. Oh, we were looking at getting a Dodge Ram before we bought this one, but we just couldn't find one that anyone was asking a reasonable price for.
Yeah.
We got this truck at a steal, so it's been good to us.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Great Scott's back on.
He says, "Hey again, looking good," and then he says, "Love my Ram." We did get to test drive a Ram, and we loved it, but
they wanted a freaking fortune.
They
for
wanted
it. I was like, come
so
on.
much for it, and it wasn't worth that.
No, it was ridiculous.
They wanted like $4,000 or $5,000 more than it was even worth.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, see you later.
And they kept trying to tell us, we've got someone that's already interested in it, so this is the price. And
yeah,
that's
I was like,
it.
all right,
They weren't even willing to negotiate, so we're just like, okay, then the other person can buy it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
When it comes to buying vehicles, I'm very patient. I wait around, I just keep looking, and eventually the right one comes along at a good price and you snatch it up.
Tammy says the road seems smoother. It is smoother. It got smoother right before we came into Nebraska. It's been very nice.
Yeah, Nebraska has good roads.
Tired Retired Oldtimer says, just so you know my name, I'm Jim.
Jim. Right.
Jim is easier to say than Tired Retired Oldtimers. I like
it's
saying
not as fun though.
I like saying it.
Not as fun.
It's easier to say, yeah. Tammy says, no wonder you're tired. Gloomy weather. Yeah, it's not the prettiest place to look at.
Yeah, if it was sunny, I think. However, it's easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that like, I need sunglasses or something.
Sun's not beating down on you.
It's actually kind of nice. I mean, in a way, you know, you take the good with the bad.
Mark says, is your Amazon store up and running? We need to finish our new fifth wheel. We don't have a store on Amazon, but we have an affiliate link, and that is up and running. It's actually in the description of this video. I left it in there.
Yeah.
If you want to go to it, it's in the description of this video and all of our videos. There's just an Amazon link, and it will take you to our link. And if you purchase through it, Amazon does send us a small kickback. They've reduced that kickback because of the pandemic that's going on, but
it's still something. Every little bit helps.
And it doesn't cost you anything extra.
Yeah, so if you want to support the channel for free at no cost to you, then the easiest way to do that is to copy our Amazon affiliate link in the description below this video. Just copy it and then set it as a bookmark on your browser so that every time you want to go shop on Amazon, you just click that bookmark and it's our affiliate link.
It's our affiliate link.
And then, so you don't have to search for it ever. It's just right there as a bookmark.
Yeah.
And that's the easiest way to do that. But thank you for asking. We
Yes.
really appreciate all the Amazon purchases that you guys make through our link. It really adds up and helps to support the channel, and it costs you nothing. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. But we're not the only ones that have an Amazon affiliate link. Our friends Thomas and Stacy with I'm Not Allowed TV, they have one too, and I'm sure that a lot of your other favorite YouTubers also have them. So if
we use Thomas and Stacy's when we buy stuff.
Yeah, we use theirs.
Because then you can't use your own.
Yeah, you can't.
Amazon knows.
And your friends and family can't use yours either. So David's brother buys so much stuff on Amazon, and he can't use our link because
Amazon knows.
Amazon knows because
they can put two and two together.
He shares a last name with us, so obviously they're family. So, so yeah, if you have a favorite YouTuber that you like, I'm sure that they probably have an Amazon affiliate link of some sort. So, yes, hi Austin. I saw your message on David's phone. We are live. He will get back to you about that later. He wants to talk to you about D&D.
Oh, okay. Driving right now.
I lost my spot. Sorry, give me a second here. Oh, I think I found it. Maybe? Oh, nope, I did not find it. Give me a second. Okay, Troy's channel says, is BLM land still open? It depends on where. I know that around Moab it is still closed.
But that's because the whole county is.
But that's because the county shut it down. So I'm pretty sure for the most part BLM land around the country is open.
Especially in Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's BLM land is open. I would list off more, but
we don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure.
But yeah, not
so.
Yeah.
You're going to have, if you want to go camp on BLM land, you have to just call the ranger station that's in charge of that BLM land. You can ask them if they're open. They should be able to tell you. So, Plastic Galaxy Toy Store. Thank you so much. That's very, very helpful. That will help us a lot on our travels. It keeps bringing me back down to the bottom.
Are you rotating?
No,
oh.
I'm just gonna turn my rotation off just in case I am.
Yeah, I think it is.
Notice.
Yeah, you probably are.
Dang it. Wait. There it is. I found it. Okay. Oh my gosh, Greg says, I thought I had food poisoning, but they said it was just McDonald's.
Yeah.
I feel the same way when I eat Taco Bell.
Sir, this is normal.
Sir, this is normal. You ate McDonald's.
You had McDonald's. This is the price you pay.
What is our average fuel consumption?
About 12. We get about 12 miles per gallon when we're towing.
When we're towing. When we're not towing, it's somewhere between 19 and 22.
Yeah. On the interstate.
Yeah, on the interstate.
Flat. With a tailwind.
Flat with a tailwind.
No, I'm joking.
Matthew wants to know, what is our setup for live streaming on the road? We have a suction cup that holds a clamp that holds David's phone.
And that's it.
And then I read the comments on my phone. And it's as simple as that. It's not very sophisticated, but it works for us, thankfully.
Yeah.
Question, in 2 weeks, dry camping, how much water can you use?
We go through about 120 gallons.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on where we are and how often we want to shower, but we could use more, and then there are times where we really have to conserve and then we'll use less.
Yeah.
So it depends on what our reasoning is for using the water.
Yeah,
but,
if there's... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
you're
cut
fine.
you.
How much was it? 118 total?
Yeah,
Yeah.
If there's water nearby, like we can refill our portable jugs somewhere nearby, then we just kind of use water with reckless abandon, and it doesn't really matter. And then we shower more often is the biggest thing. But if there's water, there's no water, fresh water filled nearby, then we conserve big time so that we don't go through all of our water that we brought out there with us.
Yep.
But we have 118 gallons of freshwater storage on us.
Yeah.
And we do that on purpose just because we don't want to have to ration water. It's kind of a pain. So we've just taken steps so that we don't have to.
Yep, exactly. Matt wants to know, do we have a Chevy 2500 or 1500, and what is our trailer weight? What?
It is a Chevy, it's a 2004 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD long bed with a Duramax diesel, and our trailer is a what do you ask? The weight?
Weight.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 24.5 foot long trailer, and it weighs just under 6,000 pounds.
Yep.
About 5,700.
I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not even going to try because I don't want to butcher it. But they said it's almost midnight here in Poland, and enjoying watching your live stream. Thanks. That's awesome.
It's cool. Someone in Poland's watching.
Yeah, Poland. I would love to go overseas.
Man, me too.
And just get like a camper van and just explore out in the country. We have been I don't remember, it's south of Bakersfield, California. There's an area where you're coming up I-5, and in the early spring, once everything has greened up, I swear it looks like all of the pictures of Switzerland mountains, rolling hills.
Well, we even read that
it's so beautiful.
The terrain looks very European down there.
Yeah, it looks very European, and love to be out there and exploring some of those countries someday. I don't know. It's gonna be a while. Someday though.
We'll get there.
Someday.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Matt wants to know, is it windy? It is a little windy. I wouldn't consider it like a dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not dangerously windy outside for like a truck and trailer.
Our rig is surprisingly stable
Yeah.
in wind. Even if it's coming, even oh my gosh, I can't talk. Even if it's a cross breeze, we just don't get much push and sway. And I think it's because we have a short trailer with 2 axles, and we have a long bed truck towing it. It's just really stable.
Oh, Braden, he was at our last live stream. He says he's from Norfolk, Nebraska. Nice.
Oh, cool.
We're in your state.
Yep, we're in your state, man.
321 Adventure says, wish our dog would travel as well as your pets. I know that some dogs are really, really anxious on the road, so I feel for you. I don't remember who it is. We know of someone that gives their pets, it's essentially a sedative, but it's an all-natural sedative, and it just makes them tired, so they sleep most of the trip. And I know it sucks to have to...
Are they on the road, or are you just talking about...
No, they're on the road.
Oh, really? They have to do that every time?
I don't remember who it was.
That would suck.
Yeah. But they have to do that for their dog because their dog is too anxious on the road and they throw up. So that's what they have to do for their dog, and that sucks. But if they get through it easier and they're calmer, then you got to do what you got to do. You know.
Sweetie loves car rides. She's like ready to go.
She's so excited.
All I have to say is, Sweetie, do you want to go? She's like,
yes!
Yeah.
There have been some really funny times where we have been getting ready to go, like on just like a truck ride somewhere, or like go out exploring or hiking for the day, and David will let Sweetie out to use the bathroom right before we leave, and I'm putting stuff in the truck, and then David's trying to get her back inside the trailer, and she's just standing there like, nope, I'm gonna go with you guys. I'm definitely going in the truck with you guys. You're not leaving me behind. And it is so cute, and I always feel so bad because like if we're going to the grocery store or something, then like I'm not just gonna leave her in the car.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to leave her home where
it's temperature
controlled and she's safe there, and I don't have to worry about someone freaking out that my dog's in the truck or anything like that. So it's safer to leave her home when we're going shopping or
you're not supposed to leave your animals in the truck, when unattended, so or in a vehicle.
Yeah, or especially when we're going on a hike where like it's not dog friendly. Either because like it's too steep or you have to do a lot of rock climbing, or they're literally not allowed, like if we're exploring a national park. But she gets so sad, and those big puppy eyes make me want to be able to take her everywhere. Yeah. It's so fun. Fulltime Chica says thanks for answering. You're welcome, and thank you. That's very, very helpful.
Yeah, thank you so much. You guys' support is incredible.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let me see. I can't. I have my rotation off and it put me back down at the bottom.
I'll just tell you just gotta keep finding it.
I gotta keep going back. Okay, I think I found it. Oh, Tammy Dowell says, since we can't really travel right now, we decided to get a vintage trailer to restore. Wow. By vintage, do you mean like the retro trailers? Retro type trailers, or do you just...
I don't think it would need restored if it was new. Vintage, probably.
No. I like it can still be like a vintage but retro style trailer. I'm just asking more specific.
If it was vintage retro style, then that means it would be like from the night. It'd be like a Conestoga wagon.
I don't know.
If it was retro from the 60s, then it would be like from the 20s.
Braden wants to know, when do you feed your cat, bunnies, and the dog? So the rabbits get fed in the morning. They get pellets. They have unlimited hay throughout the day and unlimited water. We top off their hay again at night just to make sure that they still have unlimited hay. The cats and the dog both get fed once in the morning and once in the evening, and then they get water all throughout the day, all they want. So they normally get fed sometime between 4 and 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So the next time we stop, we'll feed them dinner.
Yep.
Retired to Camp wants to know what kind of oil are we using to stretch an oil change to 10,000 miles. He says he has a 2007 GMC with a Duramax, and his owner manual recommends 3,000 to 5,000 miles.
We are using Mobile One full synthetic, and our truck actually has a fuel life meter on it. So when the oil gets old, and it's losing its viscosity, the engine is measuring that constantly. And when it gets old, the little light comes on and says change oil. And it usually comes on between 7 and 10,000 miles. Lately, it's always been 10. The way that the meter works is it comes on when the oil is measured as too old or 10,000 miles, whichever comes first. So it's been going to 10,000 the past 3 oil changes. So
it's because we don't.
It's because it's fully synthetic, is what.
Well, not only that, but it may not seem like it because we do long trips, but we don't drive anywhere near as much as the average person. The average person drives every single day to and from work or to and from the grocery store or something.
Well, that's still miles. It's all the same.
I know it's still miles, but they still drive more miles on average than we do, don't we?
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, that just means they get to 10,000 faster.
Yeah, so they do it more often. I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You're right. Scott wants to know, are we on 80 or 70? We are on 80, and we'll be on 80 until just after Chicago.
We got a long ways to go.
Yep. So this is our highway the rest of the way, basically.
We're officially over halfway.
Nice. Good job.
Yep.
Retired old timer says, "LOL, tired retired truck driver Jim." That's even harder to say. The Adventures of a Renaissance Man wants to know, are we running 65 PSI on the front tires of the truck?
55.
55.
55 up front, 80 in the back.
Yep.
And that's just straight from the recommended tire pressure, right by the RPO codes.
I wonder if Austin's going to stay on. I'm a little behind on comments, so it may take me a minute to get to any of your questions, but feel free to ask lots of questions. What kind of truck are we towing with, and how much? Oh, we already answered that. Sorry. I'm pretty sure it was actually the same person that asked that.
Oh, okay.
Mark says you are our favorite YouTubers. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
There's some cool YouTubers out there.
That's pretty awesome to hear.
For you to say that we're your favorite, that means a lot. It really does.
It means
we don't think we're that cool.
It means one of two things. It either means that he just really enjoys us and we're making good content, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there. Or the more likely scenario, based on the fact that he says that we're his favorite, means that we are the only YouTube channel he's ever heard of. And therefore, by default,
the only options.
We are his de facto favorite YouTube channel.
Gina says, "Are we Steelers fans?" She's a Steelers fan and hello from California. We are not Steelers fans.
Nope, sorry. Colts fan.
Yeah, we're Colts fans. I kind of like the Broncos, but we don't actually watch football anymore, really.
Yeah, ever since Peyton Manning retired, I just stopped caring.
Yeah, actually, so we're not really even a Colts fans. We were just Peyton Manning fans.
Yeah, I thought I was a Colts fan. I thought I was a Colts fan, and then Peyton Manning retired, and then I realized, oh, I guess I was just a Peyton Manning fan.
Austin says, I eat McDonald's all the time.
You're gonna die. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You know what, Austin? I have already told David this, and I actually think I already told you this. I don't remember, so you're going to tell me if I'm repeating myself. But while we're there, I am going to make you and Mandy my udon the way I make it. And you're gonna want the recipe. You're gonna want to make it exactly how I make it because it's way better than the original recipe I sent you.
It's good.
David loves it, so. Maddie and Ben want to know, do we have a video on camper electrical for dummies or a video you would recommend that helped you? So it depends on what you mean. If you're talking about,
that's super vague.
It's super vague. If you're talking about, like, when you say electrical stuff, if you're talking about solar and solar setups, we do have
we have a playlist.
We have a playlist, but it's not for the beginner. It
sort of is. Some of it is. You can definitely learn from it.
You can learn from it. But our friends over at I'm Not Lost in RVing, Thomas has an entire playlist, and I mean, it's like 15 videos long, and it is for the beginner, and it is very, very helpful. It's very useful.
I found the boondocking.
We found boondocking. There's a trailer right up there. But yeah, Thomas with I'm Not Lost in RVing, he has a very helpful playlist. It is for the beginner, and you will learn a lot from him. So if that's what you're looking into, then that will help a lot. And he goes into even more details about other electrical stuff when it comes to an RV. So I would start there because he has really, really useful information. Scott says, and this is why you're Danger G, because he eats McDonald's.
Danger.
Hey, Scott Smith says, we just purchased the same RV, a 2020 QB. That's awesome. We love our trailer.
I love really,
it.
Really like our trailer. It's been a great little trailer.
Yes. Scott wants to know, where is Sweetie? I would try and get her up for you, but she is refusing to do so.
Sweetie girl.
She's asleep. We woke her up.
Oh, she didn't even lift her head when I said that.
She's so tired.
She just went. That's it.
She just went from closing her eyes and opened her eyes. She's back here and she's asleep and she's really tired. So we're gonna leave her alone because we've been bugging her a lot today.
Yeah, we have.
AM wants to know, where are they headed? We are headed to Indiana to visit family
My parents.
And Danger G. That's who we're visiting.
You want to show them some driving?
Sure, let me switch you guys over to driving so you guys can see what... It changed a little bit.
There are trees. Yeah,
now.
This whole time I've been wondering, why are there no trees? It's just an open, cleared plain. Kind of weird. But yeah, we got trees now, for a little bit at least, so.
Dang it, it swapped me to the bottom again. Ah, darn it. Okay. Oh, Austin sent them a link to your first solar install video. So
awesome.
That's good.
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, if that's not helpful enough, definitely go check out I'm Not Lost on RVing's solar series as well. Oh, Jeff says you can rent a very small RV near Frankfurt Airport, and then the campgrounds in Europe are great. We've been doing it for years every summer. That's very cool.
Just put a docking out there.
Yeah.
Water. Dock off the water.
Wants to know, did we ever get our bearings packed?
Nope.
No, we're doing that as soon as we get home though. As soon as we are parked, it is the very first project we're working on, is repacking the bearings. And we'll make a video on it for you too, so you guys can see what they're like before they're packed and the process of us having to repack our bearings. Hopefully it's not super messy.
Oh, it'll be messy. It's grease.
Yeah.
A lot of grease.
I said super messy.
It won't be super messy, but it will be messy.
It's not going to be super messy, meaning it's not going to get like head to toe covered in grease. Just
Correct.
like Just like up to
Just
your
all
elbows.
over my hands and wrists. Little on my face, because I'll have an itch and I'll forget that I have grease all over my hands and I'll go to scratch it.
Yeah. West Mountain Adventures says, I've been to 9 different countries, mostly in Europe. I recommend international travel to everyone. It will change your perspective of the world. We're definitely excited to try it. It will happen one of these days.
Yeah.
Braden wants to know if we can show them how we feed the bunny. It's not very interesting, and we're also not stopped, so not right now.
Yeah. You just stuff hay in there and they go to town.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
When they eat, though, that is really, really cute.
Yeah, it's super cute.
They're adorable.
They like grab the haystack and then like pull like hay fibers out.
Pull it out,
And
yeah.
then just start munching. It's really cute.
Aw, Sam is very nice. Sam says, thanks for showing the animals take...
Oh, turn the brightness down ever so slightly.
I will. Alright. Sorry about that. I lost connection for just a second, but I am back. I was reading, Sam said, thanks for showing the animals. Take care of them. Love you too. When is your next adventure? We don't have any idea when our next adventure or where our next adventure is going to be.
It won't be until we leave Fort Wayne in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, probably mid-June somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe South Dakota, North
Yeah.
Dakota, somewhere
Yes.
around there.
Yes.
We'd love to go see there. Lex wants to know, how many miles can you drive before we need to refuel?
About roughly, I mean, maximum we could get probably 250, 240, but we only go about 200.
Yeah, and the reason being is because the person that originally bought this truck custom, like they used the custom package options, and they picked the smallest gas tank or the fuel tank for this truck, which I think is only what?
It's like 26 gallons.
Yeah, 26 gallons.
Yeah,
So-
it's pretty lame.
So we have to stop more often, but it happens, I guess.
Yeah, usually the long bed pickups have like a 36 gallon tank, but this one only has 26. Pretty lame, but whatever.
Yeah, Braden wants to know, do we fish when we go camping? We do not. We don't actually own fishing poles. We like fishing, but only on very random occasions. Kelsey wants to know, how cool does your RV generally stay without running the AC? How effective are the Max Air fans at keeping the trailer cool? It's an excellent question. Because we travel with the weather, as long as it is between 60 and 80 degrees, it stays incredibly comfortable inside the RV.
Whatever temperature it is outside is the temperature it is in the RV.
Yeah, once it gets over 80,
On a sunny day.
on a sunny day, it will be about 5 degrees hotter in the RV
Yeah.
than outside. Not much, but just about 5 degrees hotter. And with the Max fan on and strategic windows in the RV open, we can bring in a very strong breeze, and it really helps cool it off in there. So
Yeah, the Max fan is awesome. I recommend it to everyone.
yeah, Max fan's great. And then yeah, we travel with the weather, so that's why we're able to keep it so nice in there. If we stayed where it was really hot, it would be much more difficult to do so.
Yeah.
Or if we stayed where it was really cold, it would also be very difficult to keep it.
Well, we just turn the furnace on.
Well, I know we turned the furnace on, but then it would be very moist inside because all the windows would be condensing and all that stuff. So
Depending on where we're at.
depending on where we are, yeah, for
We're
us,
in the desert and it's
it-
cold.
yeah, it's best to just travel with the weather for us, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
Crystal says, hello, every time you go live, my husband says something about your back seat. He's in the upholstery business and knows David is handsy. If you take out the back seat, Sweetie would have a ton of room back there. She actually already has a ton of room back there.
Because the back seat like folds up and Sweetie just lays down back there constantly. She doesn't stand.
Yeah.
So,
She prefers just to be a lazy giant potato.
well, since the seat folds up, the area that she lays down in, the seat doesn't take up that room.
Yeah. So she actually does have a ton of room back there, and the reason we keep that seat is because when we're visiting friends or we're visiting family, a lot of times we'll drive our truck somewhere. So we we need that seating back there for them. If we were to take that seat out and we would leave it at home in Indiana, then we don't have a seat back there and we can't really take our truck with us.
We can't haul people.
We can't haul any people with us. So it does stay up most of the time though.
Yeah. 99% of the time it's up.
Yeah.
But why?
Scott says, I haven't forgotten about the wind turbine, just not sure if it would work. The lantern style, oh, I think it's lantern style, takes up more room than I thought, but I'll make it happen. Yeah, let us know. I'm definitely interested for sure. Tammy Dell says, we actually call you all the Indiana kids, LOL. We started watching when the solar was being installed. Oh, hey, that was super early.
Dang.
Those were basically our first videos.
They were, yeah,
Wow,
they really
so,
were.
yeah. The Indiana kids.
I mean, yeah.
Gina says, thanks for reading my message. Love football, but that's okay. I'm not a hater, LOL.
Yeah. Us either.
We used to love football. We would watch every game every week, but we just fell out of it when Peyton Manning retired, so.
Flip it back around.
Sure, I can flip back around. Give me 1 second.
Look at this cat.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna flip you guys back around. Give me a second though, because I gotta fix it.
She buried her head into my elbow.
Yeah, we'll get you more of Butters. Her head is literally against his arm right here. It's so cute.
Probably nice and dark.
She's so cute. Nathan says, just got a 2020 Keystone Hideout 20-foot or 27-footer. Any tips for that brand? For a Keystone? We've had great luck with our Keystone. We have some friends that also have a Keystone and they've had terrible luck. So I don't really have any tips for you.
The only tip I have is one that I have for every RVer out there, and that's to always stay on top of your tire pressure and don't overload your trailer. So after you cat scale and see how much it weighs and make sure it's overweight. And if you always make sure that your trailer is below its cargo capacity and that your tires are always properly inflated, then you'll greatly reduce your risk of tire blowout, which so many people have issues with, and it's a major pain. You know, you don't want that to happen. So that's my advice.
And create a lot of damage if you have a blowout.
Yeah.
The Adventures of a Renaissance Man says, the wife and I can relate to you. Your channel is one of 3 RV channels that she looks forward to watching. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that we're relatable. We try to be. We have fun with it too, so. Scott says, we don't have trees up here, just a lot of sagebrush.
Yeah.
The area we just came from had a lot of sagebrush too, but it had juniper trees all over, and it was beautiful and it smelled amazing.
I already miss it.
I do already miss it. One place that I really enjoyed was in southern Idaho, and it was on Silver Creek, I think.
Yep. Like Craters of the Moon.
Near Craters of the Moon, yeah. I have a campsite review on it. I think the campsite review is free camping near Craters of the Moon or something like that. That area is gorgeous, and while we were there, the sagebrush was blooming, so it all looked like yellow, and it smelled so amazing.
Yeah, I did.
And that is how I found out that I'm allergic to sagebrush.
Did you see the super chat?
I did not. Oh, Bill, thank you, Bill. He says, still going in Kansas yet? Stay safe. We actually found out that we're not driving through Kansas at all.
We're in Nebraska right now.
We're in Nebraska.
And after Nebraska, we'll be going through Iowa.
Yep, Nebraska, then Iowa, then Illinois, then Indiana.
Which is great, because I've never been in Nebraska or Iowa. So,
Yep.
about to change that.
Yep. Now we can at least say that we've been there.
driven
through there. I don't know where we're staying the night tonight. Probably Iowa, or maybe almost Iowa, somewhere.
I mean, I would think we'd get into Iowa. We've got another 5.5 hours, so
We'll
that's
see.
a long way. Yeah, it's like 300 miles. So, oh my gosh, so long.
Mike says, "What is the maximum you go on the interstate?"
60.
Yeah, no more than 60. If the speed limit is 80, we will go up to like 63, but we don't like to get close to 65 because our trailer tires, and all trailer tires,
not all trailer tires, just the
majority of trailer tires are rated no faster than 65 mile an hour. So if you go faster than that, your chances of a blowout are really high.
Plus, we get better fuel mileage going 60, and it's easier on the truck and the trailer. And if we need to make an emergency stop, like, you know, something runs out in front of us or there's a crash or something, you know, just the slower you're going, the more control you have over your rig. So, you know, we're not in any huge hurry or anything, so 60 is good.
Yeah. Just the two of us says, we're hitting the road next year. What do we recommend for a cell carrier? We have Verizon, and we love Verizon. We've had some issues here and there, but not enough to make us want to switch. We have 2 hotspots, and we can turn each of our phones into a hotspot too, and that's how we're able to use internet and upload our videos and work on our website and all that. However, we have friends that we know, we have people that we've met on the road that have all told us that it's a good idea if you have to work on the road to get different hotspots from different carriers. So like, I think Thomas and Stacy, they have a Verizon one, and is it T-Mobile?
Yeah.
A Verizon and a T-Mobile one, and there have been times where we have been with them and we only have Verizon and we don't have great signal, but with their T-Mobile they do.
Yeah, we'll have signal.
Yeah, so
and vice versa.
So they have one of each, and I think that's a great idea. We're not going to do that, but I would look into it. I would look into your options and see what you can do. Costs and all that are obviously important, but for the most part, we have had signal with Verizon almost everywhere that we've gone. So we like it. Chris wants to know, where do you get the Lassen sweatshirt? That's our family name, Lassen Park. Yes, I bought it when I was visiting Lassen National Park in California with my dad and my stepmom, and David came too. It was really cool. I don't remember, what was it, 2018? I think it was 2018.
Sounds right, yeah.
While we were there, we actually wanted to go on a hike. We wanted to go and do Bump Ass Hell, which it's a 3.5 mile round trip hike to sulfur pits, and there's a lot of information. Like it's a very informational hike, and it's stinky once you get up over like the top of the hill. But they had a landslide across the trail, and literally the entire national park was closed from just past where there were some bubbling muds and on, and we're going to be closed until the next year because of repairs and fixing trails and stuff like that, because they had a really harsh winter. But we were at least able to get to some boiling sulfur mud pits, and that was really, really cool. I don't know if any of you have ever seen mud boil in person, but first of all, it smells really bad. Really bad. And second of all, it makes some of the weirdest noises. It's so cool though, and you can just like feel the heat radiating off of it, even if it's chilly outside. And it was like there was still snow on the ground while we were there even. But yeah, but we could feel the heat just radiating out of these boiling mud pits. So it was really cool. But yes, that's where I got the sweatshirt from. I would love to explore Lassen. It's Lassen National Volcanic Park.
No, Lassen Volcanic National Park.
Yeah, Lassen Volcanic National Park is where I got it from. Beautiful area, very cool. There's a lot of history there, and I recommend it. It was very, very cool. So I want to go back because I really want to take David on that hike. I think that was one of the coolest hikes I had been on, just because of all the information that you learn about it. Yeah. Plus it smells really bad.
It does.
It smells so
rotten
bad.
Eggs.
Just like rotten eggs. not sure if we answered this live stream or not.
What?
John wants to know, do we have a tire monitor on our camper? And
We did answer. It was last live stream.
it was last live stream? Okay. And no, we do not. We are very
Diligent.
Yeah, diligent about checking our tire pressure before we travel. And so we'll check our tire pressure probably tomorrow morning before we hit the road. And as long as it's still good, obviously we're assuming that there isn't an issue. So that's what we do.
You would get one. They're just expensive.
They're expensive.
So
yeah,
expensive.
So. We're also really good at not overloading our trailer at all whatsoever. So it's not something that we're worried about, and we make sure that we change our tires before they need changed.
Yeah.
We don't let them get down, like the tread life get down to where they're not supposed to be good anymore.
Yeah, below the tread wear indicator.
Yeah. Stinky's RV Adventures wants to know, is our trailer a 4 Seasons trailer? It is not. I would love it if it was.
Yeah.
Because then in winter, instead of being down in the southwest desert, we could be where it was just a little bit cooler and there weren't as many people. That would be nice, but it's
not.
It's not, unfortunately.
Got another.
George says, hi all, here is a gallon of gas on me. Thank you, George. That's very helpful.
And we appreciate it. Thank you.
We very much appreciate it, yes. Tammy wants...
Gallon of diesel.
Gallon of diesel, yes. But it's cheap here.
Yeah.
What was that one? $1.99?
Yeah, $1.99 was the last
yeah,
year.
$1.99 the last one, yeah. Tammy says, have we ever thought of a mini split? Way lower on amp draw. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, it's a small air conditioner.
Oh, an air conditioner.
And no, because we just travel with the weather, so we very rarely ever need air conditioning.
Yeah.
Rarely, very rarely.
Very rarely, yeah. Chris also asked, did we buy a winter package trailer? Again, no, it's not 4 Seasons. We would love to underclose the belly someday to make it slightly more 4 Seasons, but if you don't enclose the underbelly, if it has an open underbelly, then your tanks can freeze really easily if you go somewhere where it's chilly, so where it's below freezing for a long period of time. So. Bernie says, how fast are you driving? Semis are always passing. We don't go faster than 60 mile an hour, and most of the semis can go 65 even with a limiter. And a lot of trucks don't have limiters though, so they can go even faster. What is the speed limit on this?
I think it's 65.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
It's either 65 or 75.
How far are we driving? We are driving a total of 1,782 miles. Something like that. 1,780 something miles from where we started yesterday morning to where we are going and getting to tomorrow night.
We've gone 917 miles and 917.6 miles.
Yeah.
Since yesterday morning.
And we're hoping to get to 1,200 today.
Yeah.
Hoping to get to 1,200 today, so we have
will.
Just about 6 hours left on the road.
Yep.
Just about 6
Under.
hours today. Yep.
Yep. Oh man.
Brenda says, hello from Western Kansas. I think I recognize where you're traveling. Are you on I-80 in Nebraska? Yes, we are. We're on I-80 in Nebraska. And so far it's basically all looked the same. It's all flat.
Yep.
All
grass.
flat and grasslands and
Reminds me of
farms.
home.
It does. It very
Just
much
like Fort
does
Wayne,
remind
yeah.
me of Fort Wayne. It's very, very similar. Yeah.
Well, the area surrounding Fort Wayne.
Fort
Fort Wayne
is,
itself isn't like
yeah,
this.
Fort
'cause
Wayne
it's a
itself
city.
is a city, but everywhere else in between the cities looks like this. English wants to know what made you decide to head back to Indiana, and it's for family. We have family in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we are going to be visiting. It's David's parents. We're going to be visiting him, and then David's best friend Austin. We're going to be visiting with him too. Those are the only people we're going to be seeing while we're there. But family is really important to us, and we really want to go visit them. And we've been missing them for a long time now. We haven't seen them for more than a couple of days for over a year and a half now. So we're more than ready to go back and see them. So that's why we're going back. Kelsey says, just wanted to say that Jenny, you look almost exactly like my cousin and remind me of her a lot in personality. Makes me love your channel more. Well, also,
I was gonna say, do you like your cousin?
Well, she likes her channel more, so that must mean she likes her cousin. It's funny because I have a lot of cousins, and when I was little, we didn't live anywhere near them, so I didn't get to know any of my cousins. And you know, they're all my age now, or older, or some of them are slightly younger than me, but I don't know any of them. I know some of their names.
Like you said, they're all your age now.
Yeah,
they have always been your age.
They've always been my age, which means that they're around their late 20s, early 30s, and you know, they've all got their own lives. So yeah, I don't really know any of my cousins. David has a lot of cousins that he grew up with all of his cousins,
yeah,
so they're all really close.
Growing up, yeah.
Dave Holcomb says, "Oh boy, part 2." There's probably going to be a part 3 today too.
Welcome back, Dave.
Yeah, welcome back. Chris says we just got a hideout too. What tires did you guys put on your trailer?
We have Load Range D, high spec tires.
The brand is high spec, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the brand is high spec and they're Load Range D tires. Oh, Scott says, sorry kiddos, they keep losing us. They're upgrading the cell tower there.
Oh, man.
That sucks.
Yeah.
There was one day when we were camping with Thomas and Stacy where all of a sudden we had no signal. Their Verizon hotspot had no signal. Both of our phones had no signal, not even calling signal, and we were all just like,
what is going on?
Did the tower go down? Like, what is happening? So it only lasted for like 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes, and it came back. So I don't know what that's about. That's never happened before.
No.
We've never had that before, so I don't know. Oh, RV with Nani and Beard said last time we were in Nebraska was for the 2017 eclipse. Nebraska must have been
Ask him if it was in the lineup totality.
Yeah, was it? I don't know if. I mean, it makes sense from Oregon to Kentucky. It seems like it would be in the lineup totality, at least a little bit.
Yeah, we were in Kentucky for that, and it was awesome.
Yeah, we were almost at the part where it was the longest. We were only like a half an hour where it was going to be totality for the longest duration.
So, for all intents and purposes, we were.
Yeah, we're only half an hour
away.
I
think the difference was like a matter of seconds.
Yeah. RV with Nani and Beard said, yes, boiling mud really stinks. It does. If you see boiling mud, prepare to have your nostrils invaded with stink. Scott says, alrighty, catch you later. Hoping you'll stop at the largest truck stop of I-80. It's epic. Putting up the gate, gotta keep the cattle out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're... That makes sense that that's cattle area. Ooh, Can't Be Happy says, mud pots are cool to see. Have we been to the Salton Sea area in California? Great mud pots in Milland? I think that's how it's pronounced, California. We have driven past the Salton Sea and
a number of times.
A number of times, yeah. But when we have driven past it, we have gotten alerts on our phones that the air quality is so bad that they recommend that you don't go outside. So we have yet to stop and see it, but we have friends that have been there. And they said it was gross. So I don't really want to go. We'll see. Maybe one of these days we'll actually stop and see it. We'll see though. Bill wants to know, how many miles do we think our trailer has on it now? The trailer, not the truck. We've driven the truck home and back.
I don't know, 20 to 30,000 maybe.
Yeah, somewhere around there. J to the Izzo. Thank you for that. And they have it's a pair that says fist bump.
Fist bump?
Fist bumps. Fist bumps. There you go. I love those. Those are so cute. Jerry wants to know slide versus no slide weight differences.
You can take this one, you know. Don't
So
you? Slides are heavy.
Slides are very, very heavy. Is it 500 pounds or 5,000 pounds? It's 500 pounds, right?
I have no idea. I know is they're heavy.
They're very heavy, and it makes it so, like, if our trailer had a slide, with the slide, we would be, without anything in it, we would be very much closer to our weight limit on it.
Yeah, whenever you have slides, it reduces your cargo capacity because your axles can only hold so much weight. So if you have, like, for instance, our trailer has 2 axles, and it has a cargo capacity of 2,500 pounds, which is a lot for a trailer that size. Yeah. You can open the other one if you want. However, if we had slides on our trailer, it would reduce our cargo capacity by a lot. We have friends that have a slightly longer trailer than ours. It has 2 slides, and their cargo capacity is only like 1,100 pounds. Again, our cargo capacity is 2,500. So they struggle with staying underweight because they can't carry very much weight at all. So they're constantly having to, like, if they get something new, they have to get rid of something because they're like right at their maximum weight. So yeah, we like not having any slides.
Yeah.
So, but that's it varies from person to person.
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but it says, any YouTube channels inspire you to try full-time RVing? Yes, actually, we were inspired. Our 2 main inspirations were Gone with the Winds, they're now a sailing channel, and Let's Try More Journey. Those are the 2 that we watched when we first started to hit the road, and they're the ones that really inspired us to try this because they're a lot closer to our age, and so seeing someone out there around our age range doing it is what inspired us to try it ourselves.
Even though they're actually older than us.
Actually, like...
Isn't Nathan in his late 30s?
Yeah, I think so.
And so are the Winds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like 10 years older.
Yeah,
they're not 10, but they're like 7 years older than us.
Between 7 and 10 years older than us, but they were close enough to our age range that they were the ones that really inspired us to hit the road. So. Tammy Dell wants to know, Jenny, are you comfortable driving with the truck and trailer? Yes, but I'm not comfortable pulling into tight areas with the truck and trailer. So I'm not comfortable like pulling into a campsite with them. I'm not comfortable backing the truck and trailer up at all. I'm not comfortable pulling into, let's say, a gas station or a strip mall, or even a Walmart is very, very stressful for me because sometimes the lanes are a little more narrow, or there are a ton of speed bumps, and for some reason those make me really uncomfortable. But
towing is like riding a motorcycle in that going fast, like down the highway or the interstate, is easy. Low speed maneuvers are the difficult part, and Jenny just hasn't had enough practice with that yet.
Yeah. English Rose says, did we cancel the meetup for obvious reasons? Yes. We did cancel our meetup. We were originally going to have a meetup here in May, but
not
happening anymore. We're hoping that we can still have one around Christmas time, sometime in December, maybe early January, when we're back for the holidays, but
not counting on it.
We're we're not counting on it, and we're not announcing that we're definitely having one because we don't know if we're going to be able to. We don't know if it's going to be safe to, and if we're uncomfortable with it, even if we're allowed to, we're still not going to do it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill says Verizon is updating their cell towers in Utah, so maybe that's why it was going out.
Yeah, it must be. Updating to what? 5G?
I'm not sure. I thought that they had to literally install new towers for 5G.
Well, I mean,
They do, don't they?
the tower is just a tower, and then
I
they
know.
would install the receiving send stuff.
Right.
So.
RV with Nani and Beard said yes, the eclipse totality followed a section of I-80, and we were in Grand Island to see it. That's awesome. Glad you guys got to see it because it was epic.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And I cannot wait till 2024.
Texas.
We're going to be in Texas because I want to see that for as long as possible. It's going to be fantastic. I
Yeah,
can't
it's gonna be
wait.
pretty awesome.
Judy McDougall says, what are your thoughts on using a sway and weight distribution bar? Did you consider one? We did consider one for a little while, but we don't need one. Our truck is way overpowered for our trailer. Our trailer has double axles. We have the correct ball mount drop. Our truck is a long bed, so that helps with all of that. We have no sway issues, so we don't need one. But there are a lot of people out there that do need them. There are a lot of people out there that swear by them. You just have to know based on your own setup and doing your own research to see what you need and what will best fit your setup.
Well put.
Oh, Westbound Adventures wants to know, what is the max tow load for your truck? I don't know what it is. The tow load?
I'd have to look it up. I'm not sure. I forget. So I can't even throw a number out. All I know is we're well below it.
Well below it. I thought it was like 9,000 or 11.
I'm not even going to throw a number out because I forget.
Remember.
All I know is when I was looking for a truck to fit this trailer, I knew that number. But it's been years, so I don't know. I forget.
Like the winds, will we try out sailing next? No. I am afraid of big water, so I'm afraid of small water. I'm afraid of going in anything that has fish in it.
And I don't have $400,000 to drop on a catamaran, so.
Nope. Not happening. I will stick to where the land is dry. Thank you very much.
Stick to there are no forests out in the ocean, so.
No forest. It's just a lot of water.
And there are kelp forests.
They're underwater forests.
But I can't live in them.
True. You'll see mostly just water.
My happy place is the forest, so.
Definitely prefer the forest. Okay, Brandon wants to know, I'm going to be downsizing from my 37-foot Class A to either a pop-up camper or a hybrid. What would we suggest? I don't know what a hybrid is.
I don't know what a hybrid is. And you've probably already thought of this, but I just want to make sure that you have. With a pop-up, your insulation value is going to be 0.
Yeah.
So as long as you really, really plan to stick to traveling with the weather, then that's fine. But just know that if it's 40 degrees outside, it's going to be cold in there.
Yeah. And like we said, we don't know what a hybrid is, but if you're going from a 37-foot, that's a big Class A.
It's quite the downside.
That is a massive downside.
Well done.
And more power to you.
Yeah. I
joke.
applaud anyone that downsizes because Jenny and we are minimalists, so we think if you can get by with less, then you're going to be happier.
Yeah. And we've been thinking about a fun transition, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but it sounds fun. It sounds very fun, and it's having 2 lifted 4x4 vans with solar, building them from the inside out ourselves, and traveling in those.
So expensive, though.
It's such an expensive endeavor, but it sounds like fun.
It's like a fantasy that we dream about every now and then, and then we're just like,
That's so expensive.
It's not gonna
I
happen.
can't do that, yeah. Kelsey wants to know, how old are both of you, and do we plan on doing this lifestyle for most of our lives? I am 29, and David is 31. And
Butters is 9.
Butters
Sweetie
is
is 6. Alice is 2. 1 and almost 2.
almost 2.
Min is 5.
3, 4.
4. Tad is
4.
4. Those are our rabbits. There you go.
So those are all of our ages, and I don't know if we plan on full-timing for most of our lives. I think that eventually we would like some sort of a home base that is our own. Like, it's not our parents, it's not David's brother's house. It is our house and it's our land. Maybe something off-grid, but that's so far in the future that, like, we're not planning on that or anything.
Basically, we're gonna keep doing this as long as we enjoy it.
Yeah.
And we're still enjoying it. So.
And even when we have a homestead like that, where it's our own land and our own place,
we're still gonna travel.
We're still gonna travel probably 3 to 6 months out of the year anyway. Yeah. So yeah, we're probably still gonna travel the rest of our lives a lot of travel.
Probably. Oh, that was a blacked out Model S. That looked good.
I've never seen one like that before.
Blacked out, yeah. It's really nice.
I know this is weird, but I actually like the bright yellow contrasting plate.
Black and yellow go good together. Yeah, they do.
Hey, Tammy, I'm not sure if you're talking to us, but we are not in Texas. We are in Nebraska. Yes, Nebraska. We're in Nebraska, right? Okay. For the eclipse.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'd have to relook up where the path of totality is going to be, but we're going to be like on the edge, the very edge of it, because you have to get really close to Mexico, because the longest point of totality, I believe, is actually either in Mexico or in the ocean or something like that.
It's in Mexico. Yeah,
so we want to get as close to that as possible. So somewhere around there. Somewhere. I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, 4 years.
Tammy Dowell says, I'm scared of sharks and alligators. Alright, let me tell you guys why I don't like water.
This is silly.
It's really dumb, but when I was 15 years old, my parents sent my brother and I for 3 weeks to California to visit with my grandparents, and they had a houseboat on Shasta Lake in California.
Aw.
That's cute. And we were on that houseboat for 2 weeks of the 3 weeks that we were with my grandparents, and where they just so happened to park the houseboat for that time frame, there was this big tree right next to it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Shasta Lake, it gets drained throughout the summer to water farmland around. So the water was slowly coming down, and every day we had to push the boat off just a little bit, just off the edge a little bit. Anyway, there was this tree, and as the water level came down, we noticed that there were 2 massive catfish in it. Huge, biggest catfish I've ever seen in my life. And they were inside of this hole in the bottom of the tree, and they were protecting eggs. So they had laid a lot of eggs, and other fish were attracted to it, and those other fish just so happened to be bluegill, which at first didn't bother us at all. Every time we were in the water, they didn't come close, they didn't touch you, nothing. But the longer we stayed there, the more they got curious about us when we were in the water, and they would nibble at our toes, at our legs. They'd pull on our bathing suits and stuff, and it just weirded me out and it freaked me out. And so that is why I don't like being in the water, because I am afraid of fish coming up to me and checking me out, and I just that really weirds me out, and that is why I'm afraid of water. Like any water that has fish in it. I don't even care if it's someone's tiny lake in their backyard, and I don't care if it has tiny minnows in it. I'm not getting in it. Not happening. I will swim in a pool, and that is it. Maybe a river. I will get in a river because it's flowing. But yeah, that is why I'm afraid of big water. I don't like fish.
Unless you're eating it.
Unless I'm eating it. Fish is delicious. I've recently been really enjoying pollock. It's so soft and it falls apart so easily. It has become my new favorite fish. It's very good. I love making fish tacos out of it.
You know where the sun is?
I have no idea where the sun is. It's been cloudy for hours.
Oh, it'd be behind us, isn't it? We're facing
Yes.
east.
Yes, it's that way somewhere.
Yeah.
Bill says hybrid has tent ends that pop out from a normal trailer.
Oh, okay. I've seen that.
I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe I have, and I just.
It's kind of like it's a regular trailer,
like ours.
and it looks like it sort of has slides, but then when they go out, it's like connected with the tent webbing, and it like pops out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've seen those before too. Yeah. Personally, just for temperature control reasons, I would go with a hybrid. If those are my options, a pop-up or a hybrid, I would go with a hybrid.
Well, still, you're gonna lose heat like crazy.
I know you're still gonna lose heat like crazy, but it would be easier. It would still be better than just the pop-up, because the pop-up has like almost only 10 sides.
Yeah, we don't have experience with a pop-up or a hybrid. Sorry.
Have we ever boondocked in Michigan, and if so, where? We have not. Michigan is beautiful though, and I would love to camp there. There's a lot of wild camping in Michigan. It's mostly on the west side, northwest side of Michigan. The Upper Peninsula has has a ton of camping up there.
I would think. I haven't checked, but
no, I've checked. That has a lot of camping up there.
Oh, my back.
And I know that there are a lot of dangerous animals all over the United States, but I know that wolves were reintroduced into the Upper Peninsula, and that makes me apprehensive to go there.
Oh, we'd be fine.
But that's
Butters on them.
Butters can growl at a bear, let me tell you what.
She has growled at a bear.
She's growled at a bear
True
before.
story.
Chef wants to know, do you use cruise control?
Yep.
Yes.
I set my cruise right at 60. And I never touch it. Unless I'm getting off.
Tumbleweed says, I'm going from a 3-bedroom house full of lifetime possessions to a 21-foot trailer. 21 foot, that's shorter than ours even. That's crazy. Good job. That's a massive downsize, a 3-bedroom house.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Similar to ours.
Similar to ours. We gave a lot of it away. We really only sold the furniture.
Well, we really only sold stuff that was like worth more than $100, and then the other stuff we just donated.
Yeah. Jim Plummer wants to know, what do we do for a job? We do this.
Looking at it.
Yeah. We are YouTubers. We have our own website.
We make videos that show our travels, and they also inform other people about, all of the stuff that we've learned about RV travel, and we share it with people who are looking to learn that information.
We make campsite reviews to review areas that you're allowed to camp for free, to put more information out there, because I personally feel like the information on free camping in the United States, and probably all over the place, is severely lacking. So I want to put as much information out there about free camping as possible, so we do that. But our main goal with our channel and our website is to try and inspire people to try something new. Even if it doesn't mean full-time RVing, it just means putting yourself out there and trying something you've never tried before that maybe you wanted to try. So that's our main goal, and that's what we strive for.
Sounds like we've done that too, because we get a lot of people that say, you guys inspired me to, get a trailer or get a RV and do some traveling. And that's awesome. That's the whole point.
We had someone come up to our very first meetup ever, and it was 2 couples, and they had actually met in Lake Havasu, before coming to our meetup. And the reason that they started talking is because they found out that they both watch our channel and they were both coming to our meetup. And they became friends and started traveling together, and they were going to continue traveling together after our meetup too. And they had both said they were like our age. They were really close to our age. And they said that we had inspired them. Like, they didn't even know full-time RVing for our age range even existed, or that you could pull it off. And so we inspired them to go out and try it, and they were loving it. And I swear, they about made me cry. Because that's all we've ever wanted, is just to inspire people to, try something new.
Yeah.
So,
Chase their dreams.
so that's what we
Catch their dreams, not just chase them.
Catch your dreams, don't just chase them.
You see this super secret?
Lance, he says, keep it up. Thank you, Lance.
Thank you, Lance.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it, man.
We will keep it up, don't you worry. We have a lot of videos planned for while we're in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of filming.
Yeah, we have
a lot of filming.
So much fun.
Did you see this, Katie?
Nice ear. Look at that face.
Do you think she likes my Miranda?
Oh yeah, look at that paw print. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
It's probably from me petting her. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. So cute. I lost my spot. Dang it. Where did it go? Oh, I think I found it. Yes. Dan wants to know, where are we right now?
Somewhere in Nebraska.
I don't know. I have not seen a sign for a town since Colorado.
It's you go and jump.
Here, I'll let you guys watch.
It's been a while since we
the
flipped
road,
it
yeah.
around, right?
Yep.
This is where we are. It is somewhere in Nebraska, off of I-80.
Yep.
Where at? No one knows.
No one knows. I don't even know. Real quick, Jim says, awesome, thanks. I thought you worked for a company. Yes, I did actually work for a company remotely. I worked for the same company that I worked for before we hit the road, which was a trucking company. I worked in the safety department, but the workload with Unbound became greater than that, and I had to quit that job in order to keep working.
What is my phone's battery at?
54?
Okay, cool.
Plenty.
Should we charge it? Should we start charging it just in case, or no?
I'm worried it'll overheat it because it's a nice cool temperature right now.
Okay, alright, cool.
David wants to know, what do we do for medical insurance?
We just have insurance through the health insurance marketplace, so healthcare.gov. That's it.
Yep.
It is since we're young and healthy, we have a high deductible, low premium, essentially what do they call it? Catastrophic health insurance. No dental. If whenever we get our teeth cleaned, or like Jenny had her crown replaced not too long ago, we just pay out of pocket for it.
Yep. Oh, Tammy McDowell says, you're so lucky. I'm highly allergic to pollock.
Oh,
That sucks. Pollock is delicious.
it is good.
I found a really nice seasoning combination that David and I both enjoy. It works.
Enjoy.
David,
I freaking love it.
David freaking loves
Jenny
it,
has
apparently.
perfected it. It's been perfected.
Well, thanks. But it works on tilapia too. I don't know if you're allergic to pollock, if you'd be allergic to other things like tilapia.
I'm sure it would work just fine on cod,
Yeah.
tilapia, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it about pollock
That's so different.
that
makes you allergic to it. Yeah. I'm
as
not
opposed to other fish? I wonder what that is. They have like a certain protein in them that other fish don't?
I'm not sure. It's a very good question.
Is that Tammy McDowell? Okay.
Kelsey says, are we afraid of things like snakes, spiders, scorpions? What do we do when we encounter them on hikes or at camp?
We have a healthy respect for
Yes,
them.
we are very respectful of snakes, spiders, and scorpions. We have, when we come across them on a trail or in our campsite, we typically just avoid them. I think that
And then videotape them from a distance.
Yeah, from a distance with a lot of zoom. Because I would say that we're slightly afraid of them. I would hate for I would hate for one to be facing my direction.
We encountered a rattlesnake on the trail once, and holy moly, did that get my adrenaline going.
Yeah, that was. Luckily, we had Alice in the backpack, so yeah, you know,
She was safe.
She was very safe, and we were safe. So it was crazy.
It's in one of our videos. It was a beautiful animal.
Yeah, it was fat. It had just eaten too.
Yep, she had just
so
ate.
fat, and it was slow. We got to watch it for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, we did.
And we did. We did watch it for the time we could see it.
I didn't know that it was in the bushes right next to the trail. I walked right past it, and it rattled at me. And boy, I've never heard that sound before in real life, but my brain knew exactly what that was. As soon as I heard that rattle, I was like, ah! And I was like, I didn't like jump, because I know you're not supposed to do that. But like, I instantly started looking, I like froze, and I started looking around, and I saw it, and I stepped away from it.
As quickly as possible.
And yeah. Scary.
Very scary.
But it was a beautiful animal.
Mark wants to know, spent any time in West Virginia? Not sure what kind of free boondocking there is. We have not spent any time in West Virginia.
I bet it's awesome.
Yeah,
mountainous forest.
Yes, we've driven through parts of West Virginia before on our way to North Carolina, and so we know how pretty it is. I guarantee there's boondocking out there.
Gotta be.
But when we were in Vermont and New Hampshire, being able to find that free boondocking was so much more difficult than out west that it was so stressful. I mean, it was also, you know, our first time on the road, first time ever trying to find camping like that.
We'd be a lot better at it now.
Yeah, but it was still stressful because there was so little free camping out there. I'm sure that there's dispersed camping in the national forest. If there's a national forest near you and you want to go dispersed camping, what I recommend is going to that national forest's website, and you can download their motor vehicle use map, which is normally condensed to an MVMU map, and it'll show you what roads that a motor vehicle could drive on, and normally there's camping off of those roads somewhere. You just have to search for it.
Well said.
Lance said David looks like he's getting tired. Are you getting tired?
I mean,
do you want to switch?
Nah, I'm fine. I'm not like tired. I'm not in any risk of falling asleep or anything.
You're ready to be done driving?
I'm just ready to be done. It's like we've just been driving and driving and driving forever.
For so long.
I mean, 950 miles, that's 18, how many, that 19 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the past 2 days. It's just, ugh.
It looks like we're coming up on a town. We don't need to stop though, so.
No, we've got another 80 miles before we are gonna want to start, what?
Let this guy over.
All right. Okay.
Blocking his mirror. What is your tiredness number?
Oh, someone asked that?
Yes.
Dang, they're paying attention.
Yeah, they are.
I'm an idiot and I forget. It's 10 wide awake, right? Because
yes.
I think it's an awakeness.
It is an awakeness level. Yes, you're right. 10 is wide awake.
And 5 is you're equally tired in us?
Yes.
I'm probably a 5.
Probably a 5?
Yeah, I think I'm right in the middle.
Okay.
Like, if I was in a bed, under the covers, with my pillow, I could sleep.
You could sleep?
Yeah, totally.
But
yeah.
But you can always sleep. Even if you were a 10, you could probably sleep.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, a 9, maybe? Tumbleweed, that's very nice. They said, I never heard of full-time RV living until last summer. That was when I made my decision. I've never camped one single night in my whole life. Wow.
We weren't really big campers either.
I
I had never been in an RV before we started looking at them.
I loved camping mostly because it meant that I was way out in nature.
Yep.
But we had also never heard about full-time RVing. We knew that it was something that some retired people decided to do sometimes.
I didn't.
I knew it just because my grandparents.
Your grandparents, yeah, totally.
But it wasn't something that I knew a lot about.
What is this? Guys, what are we driving up on?
I don't know. This
What
is
am I looking at
gorgeous,
here?
though. It says adventure awaits, exit now.
Oh my gosh! I want to adventure.
It's a historical exhibit of some sort.
Archway, historical exhibit, take the journey that built America.
Oh. That was an impressive bridge, guys.
Wow. My goodness.
That was very cool.
I'll pass.
Richard says we're at the Gateway West, whatever that is.
Don't know.
Sherry says, are we going to get a 4x4 while home? We're gonna start looking, Sherry.
Yeah, we are gonna. I've actually already started very amateur looking for a 4x4. It's so expensive, man.
They
it's
are
nuts.
Very expensive.
Depressing.
Johnny wants to know what mile marker. I think.
No.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah. A little too exact.
Tammy Dowell says, when headed home, I do get excited when I start seeing green. It has been very green here, but it was really green where we were coming from. It just had a lot of sand. And so here it's just dirt and green on all the dirt.
Yeah.
Because grass doesn't really grow on the sand out where we were, so. Hannah wants to know where in Colorado have we camped.
Only near Mesa Verde.
Yeah, we camped near Mesa Verde, and I didn't make a campsite review on it because we were there for 2 days and then we got snowed out, so we had to leave.
Yeah, the problem with Colorado is, at least the west side, is it's so high elevation that you can only really go there in the warmest months of the year. So like June, July, August, and we just always have something going on around that time.
Yeah.
So like we're either in Washington State because there's a music festival we go to in August, or we're back home or something. So we'll get through Colorado one of these years.
We actually just last night we were talking about it, and I think that next year, starting sometime in late May, we're gonna start exploring parts of Colorado. We want to so badly that we have to talk about it a year in advance in order to do it. So.
Yeah, we really need to make a point of it.
Want to turn it back around?
Sure.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Turning you guys back around.
Hi.
There he is. There's the driver. There's that sleepy.
I'm not sleepy.
Big fluffy kitty.
Oh, okay.
This tired thing right here.
This blob of orange and black fur. She's like, what? Oh, no, she likes it.
She loves it.
Tell them about her paw curling.
So I've never known another cat that does this. But when Butters is really happy, you just have to talk to her. Seriously. She loves us so much.
You look her right in the eye and you say, oh, hi, Butters. I love you.
And she starts doing this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe. I'm trying to hold it up, see if she'll do it. She just curls. She just goes from like a straight paw to she just curls it, and it's like she's kneading in midair, very, very, very slowly. And she'll do it with all of her paws, not just her front paws. She'll do it with her back paws as well.
Super cute.
Yes.
Alice doesn't do that.
Alice doesn't do it, and I've never met another cat that does it. Only Butters.
Alice doesn't do it.
Alice is completely asleep.
Hey, Sweetie is awake now. You might be able to get her up.
Come here.
Sweetie, come on. Up. Come on. Come on. Sweetie, come on. Come on. Good girl.
Oh, good stretch.
She's alive, you guys. She's alive.
There she is. What a good girl. I'm scratching under her harness and she's melted.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure she loves it.
You guys might not know this, but Sweetie is buckled in. right here.
Yeah.
We always attach her harness to her leash, and her leash is attached to the frame of the back seat, which is bolted into the truck. So she's
buckled.
She's buckled, but it also allows her to have plenty of room back here to lay down and move around and whatever she wants. Whatever she wants. And I also don't know if we've updated you guys. I don't think we've said it in a video. Butters, stop looking at yourself.
Not on camera, Butters.
Not on camera.
You have no manners. Sit decent.
Nope. Head out of that. Don't put your head in that.
Yep.
No. Right here on the rabbit's cage, you can kind of see it. It's this right here, behind Sweetie. That is a litter box. We finally got a litter box for inside the truck for the cats because
there have been accidents.
There have been so many random accidents, and it's been like we've been on the road for a half an hour, and all of a sudden they have to go.
See?
But they don't tell us. They just all of a sudden decide, well, I'm just going to go in here then.
Yep.
So we went ahead and put a litter box in here for them, and they are both very, very good at using it. But I have to build a barrier around it when we get back home because Sweetie wants to get in it. I don't know what it is about dogs. They like to eat cat poop.
From the litter box.
From the litter box.
Litter covered. What are you
covered
doing?
in litter. I don't understand it. Oh, I'm getting kisses.
Aww.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah, they can't see it. Aww. She loves you so much. Jenny is Butters' favorite, and I'm okay with that.
So, I want to tell you guys a couple things about Butters because she has been with me through everything. I got her back in 2011. I got her when she was about
tiny little baby.
Tiny. I want to say that she was under 8 weeks old.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We don't know her exact birthday, but we were told it was April 20th, so that's what we've stuck with this whole time. And I got her the first Sunday of May that year, so she was just like a couple weeks old. Or no, it was the first Sunday of June, so still, just a couple weeks old, like 6 weeks old or something. And shortly, like I think it was the week after I got her, David and I broke up. And so she was with me right there in the beginning through that. My mom and brother moved away to California. Later that, a couple weeks or a couple months later, David and I got back together. And so she was with me through that and all that went with all of that. My dad then moved away later that year, so I had to get my own apartment. So I was all on my own. It was just me and Butters, and I was dating David at the time. And so Butters and I had this tiny little studio apartment, and she would do the cutest thing. She's so obsessed with me. It was so cute. She doesn't do it anymore because we have David now too. So if I leave, then at least David's probably there and can hang out with her and stuff. But what she would do is when I would leave to go to school, because I was a college student, or when I would leave to go to work, which I worked as many hours as I could, so I was gone a lot, David would stop by on occasion to take care of her, to feed her. I had a timer for her so that she could get her regular meals if I wasn't going to be able to be home at a normal time. But as I was leaving every single morning, she would come to the door and she would just sit there. She had this little perch right in front of a window that was right next to the front door, and she would sit on it and she would just like beg me. She'd put her paws up, she'd touch me, she was just crying and just wanting me not to leave. And I've always felt so bad because I wanted a cat for so long, and I was finally able to get one, but then I couldn't be there as often for her. And it made me feel so awful. But when I was home, she is the cuddliest cat in the universe. At least she was.
She was. I think Alice is more cuddly.
Alice is more cuddly now, but she was just the cuddliest cat. And if I was working or having to do schoolwork or something, she'd come and she'd lay on my book, or she'd lay across my laptop so I'd stop working so that I would pay attention to her. But she would do this really cute thing whenever David would come over. He'd open the door and she would run and she'd dart into the kitchen. Again,
she's a fraidy cat.
She's a fraidy cat. She'd dart into the kitchen and she'd sit on the chair and she'd just poke just her eyes and her ears up over to see who it was first. And then as soon as she saw that it was David, she came out and she was meowing at him and she's just like,
oh, it's this guy.
I know you.
Yeah. Meow, meow.
She's always been such a lover, and she's been basically through mine and David's entire relationship together. She's been there for So she's been with us both for such a long time, and
Wait, how old is she?
She's amazing. She's
9.
9.
Isn't she? But haven't we been together for 11 years?
We've been together for 11 years.
Okay,
so
she wasn't there for 2 years.
yeah, the first 2 years she wasn't there, but yeah, she's a fantastic cat. I still think that she loves David more than me sometimes. Like,
we just have our things that you don't have.
yeah.
Brother.
So David can flip her upside down on her back and scratch her belly, and Butter's
like,
just
on my
she
face.
like paws at his face, and it's just like tapping him, and it's so cute. It's so stinking cute.
She won't let Jenny do that.
She doesn't let me pick her up like that. And then she's always been a shoulder cat, is what I like to call it, and it's where when you pick her up, she wants her paws on your shoulder, and she wants to look behind you or just look around you. She's always been like that, and she doesn't do it very often with me anymore, but she's out. And then when she's done being outside, if she's on the ground, she wanders up to him, paws at him, and asks him basically to pick her back up and take her inside.
Yeah.
It is the cutest thing in the world. She's seriously one of the best cats ever.
Yeah. Sleepy baby.
And she's a sleepy baby. She's still a turd, though. She's still a turd. They're all turds, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Jim wants to know, do we have the same mattress that came with the camper? No, we got rid of that
Oh my
thing.
gosh, no, that thing was awful.
That thing was as hard as concrete. We got rid of it right away.
Immediately.
That was the first thing we did to the trailer, was we got rid of it.
As soon as I laid down on it for the first time, I was like, what is this?
This is a piece of concrete in the trailer.
We tried to sleep on it for one night, and then we're like, we're done.
It was so dumb. So we bought, I think it's a 14-inch thick trailer or mattress.
No, it's 10 inches thick.
It's 10 inches thick, and it's memory foam. We bought it off of Overstock, right? A long time ago. It was only $388.
Yeah.
So it was a massive bargain, and it's lasted us this long. We did have to rotate it because it starts to sink over time.
Well, we can't rotate it because it has a pillow top, but we turned it.
Oh yeah, we turned it. Yeah, we can't flip it, but yeah, we turned it, and we got 3 years out of the one side. So
we're gonna 3 more years.
Hopefully we can get 3 more years out of it. But $388 for a really nice, very comfortable mattress was such a steal. And so far, it's already lasted 3 years. That's like $120 a year for a mattress.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It's so cheap.
For a comfortable mattress.
Yeah. The mattress in our house was a king-size mattress, and that was expensive. We wanted the best, most comfortable mattress out there, though.
In all fairness, that is, to date, the most comfortable mattress I've ever laid on.
Yeah.
But
if
it
we could have gotten that same mattress in a short queen, I'd have forked out the money for it.
Yeah, me too.
It was so good. But yeah, no, we do not have the same mattress. That was awful. Chef says that there are different histamine in fish that can make people have reactions.
All right.
That makes sense. Oh, Tammy says it's crazy. I don't know. She's allergic to crab and lobster too.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
At least the restaurant bill never gets that expensive then. I mean, bright sides, right?
Bright sides.
We're always at an acceptable bill level.
Oh, weird. She says when she was a teenager, she could eat it, but after she turned 40, she became allergic.
It's typical. I mean,
that sounds like David. He's been able to eat peanut butter his whole life, just until about 6 or 7 months ago, and now he's allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah.
Which sucks because he loves peanut butter.
I do love peanut butter.
Peanut butter's fantastic. I like peanut butter too.
I switched to almond butter, and it's okay. Gets the job done.
Yeah.
It's not as creamy though, like at all.
Oh, The Adventures of a Renaissance Man is Jason CR.
Oh,
that's why he knows.
I see.
He's been with us a long time too. He knows about the awakeness level meter.
Yep, that's awesome. Yep, about a 5.
About a 5. I'm about a 6.5 right now.
Oh, well, look at you. 6.5 over there.
My average is a 7. My normal day is a 7, so I'm just ever so slightly more tired than a normal day.
My normal day is a 5.
So you're normal. He's very average today. It's
Normal.
fine.
Chronically tired.
RV with Nani and Beard said I was on a late night solo photo shoot when I had a very close encounter with a pack of wolves.
Whoa. Did they eat you? Did they converge?
If they ate them,
Chewed
then
his
they
face
wouldn't
off?
have been able to type this comment.
How do you know he's not typing that comment from the past?
I mean, I guess I don't.
Exactly.
Says I got my adrenaline going. Love that experience, but could have ended differently. Yeah. That's absolutely terrifying.
Do you have any sort of protection on you?
Yeah, protection.
Even like bear spray or something?
I feel like bear spray would still help with wolves.
Absolutely.
If it helps with mountain lions and it helps with bears, it'll help with wolves, I think,
absolutely.
too. Because they all run very fast, so being able to actually hit them with a gun would...
That's the problem.
That's the problem. You want a cloud in front of you instead.
Yeah. Because they are... Man, bears are so fast, it's nuts. I saw one run at full speed in person. It's terrifying.
So terrifying.
It is horrifying how fast a black bear is.
I wonder, are grizzly bears faster than black bears? They gotta be.
No, they're so heavy.
Yeah, but they're so muscular.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a bearologist.
They have longer strides.
I don't know. I'm not the person to talk to. Google is.
Well, I'm doing other stuff.
I know.
So.
I'm just saying.
Doris wants to know, have we been to Slab City? No, we have not.
Don't plan on going.
And we do not wish to go there.
Look at that. Get me to a 6.
Oh, Stinky's RV Adventure says maybe get to 100,000 subscriber goal by 2020. Yes.
Dude, we are on track.
We are on track to be there in
4 months.
4 months right now.
Yep.
So we'll see. I think we got to do some sort of a celebration. We got to celebrate. And we're going to celebrate with all of you guys somehow, but I don't know how.
We'll probably have a live stream.
Yeah.
Just party.
We're just going to party on a live stream. Maybe we'll drink together. I don't know.
Pop some champagne.
Definitely champagne. For sure.
Some champagne.
Jason said that was Christmas trip from 2018, right? Was that 2018?
What?
Yes, 2018.
What?
The tiredness level.
Oh, we were talking about that all the way back there?
On the trip from Yuma to
Yeah, I
Fort
know.
Wayne. Yeah.
Man, that was so long ago. Wow.
That's when we used it the most, was that tiredness level. We talked about it constantly in the live streams and on video.
Wow.
Jim wants to know, do we prefer to stay away from crowds? Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
We always prefer to stay away from crowds.
Did you say Jim asked that?
Jim Plummer, yeah.
Jim, we live out in the national forest for that exact reason. That's why you never see us making videos of like visiting cities. All of our videos are always just like out in the middle of nowhere. It's what we love the most. We're not big crowd people. At very specific times are we okay with crowds. Like if we're going to a music festival, concert, something like that.
Yeah, and we don't like cities very much. We like a city night every now and then, like driving into a city and enjoying the sights, or like going out to dinner.
Gotta be in the right mood.
But
and with the right people.
Yeah, it's very rare that I'm up for that. I get worn out easily just from wandering around, and there's so much to take in that it's almost overwhelming for me. I prefer to just be out in the middle of nowhere. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
What does limited mean? It's on a truck.
It's just like a higher trim package.
Okay, trim.
Yeah, nicer interior and stuff.
Kelsey wants to know, will we do any camping in eastern United States? Everybody talks about boondocking out west. Nobody really talks about boondocking in the east. We would love to do a ton of boondocking out east. The biggest issue is that it's much more difficult to find. eastern United States was settled much faster. It's much more populated than the western side of the United States. There's a lot of open country out west, so that's why there's so much free camping out here. Out east, the places you're going to find free camping is mostly in national forests, and those are in very specific areas, and it's always busy. So it's hard to try and plan an entire year out east exploring all of that area when we know it's going to be really, really difficult to find camping. We can probably locate the camping, but actually finding a place to camp in because it's so busy is going to be the real challenge. Even during the week, it's so busy out there. We have Thomas and Stacy with I'm Not Lost in RVing. I believe that they're planning, possibly, they've been thinking about it, doing some sort of a boondocking out east video series. They want to try their hand at finding some of it, and more power to them. It's not easy, so.
We would think. We've never really tried. Except in Vermont and New Hampshire.
Vermont and New Hampshire, it was difficult to find it, but I was also really new at it.
Yeah.
So, but I still think, even now, being more experienced at it, I still think that it would be very difficult.
Absolutely.
So that's why most people do it out west. Yeah. Maybe someday. Well, definitely someday. Because we want to see all that part of the country. I just don't know when. I can't tell you when because I don't know when. Hey, Lori's back. Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lori.
Says hi again. Hope you're having a fun trip.
How are you doing, and how is Jeff doing?
Yes. Oh, Jimmy says, do we find ourselves not taking chances going down certain roads because of fear of not being able to back out or turn around? Well, you're in luck, Timmy. The video that comes out this Thursday is actually very much all about boondocking tips that we use.
Sort of the do's and don'ts of boondocking.
Do's and don'ts of boondocking. We give some very useful tips in that, but the answer is yes. And because we are afraid of that, whenever we pull into an area that we plan on boondocking, we will drop our trailer at an area that we have already, like on Google Maps, that looks very open, that we know that we can get into, and back out of. Or we will, if we're allowed to, drop our trailer at like a nearby convenience store and then drive in. Whatever we can do to make it so that we're not pulling our trailer down any of those possible roads that we can get stuck in, because that would be awful. That'd be so bad. So what we normally do is we'll drop our trailer.
First campsite we come across, we drop the trailer.
Drop our trailer, and then we will take the truck and just blaze out into the middle of the national forest or out on BLM land, and we will look for campsites, and we will try and find one that is exactly what we're looking for. Normally it is, so like a lot of national forests will have like a main road or a couple of main roads that are like the busy ones, and they get to like other small towns or something. But off of those main roads are normally side roads, which are much rougher.
Sketchy.
Very sketchy. Sometimes they're a lot softer, sometimes they're really muddy, sometimes they're really rocky. But as long as we can get our trailer down them, and this is why we take the truck, there's normally a lot of really cool, much more private camping down those, and that's how we find them. Is we take the steps necessary to make it so that we don't get stuck while trying to find them. Sometimes, this has happened a couple times, we will take the truck down a road, and then we can't find a place to turn around, so we have to back the truck back out off of the road.
Yep.
So yeah, it's always a great idea to drop your trailer first.
It's a lot easier to just back the truck out than it is to back the truck and trailer out.
Yes.
Man, the roads in Nebraska are nice. Thank you, Nebraska.
These are very nice roads.
How far are we from Iowa?
I don't know. You're gonna make me lose my spot.
That's okay.
We're about halfway through Nebraska.
Oh my gosh. All right.
We're gonna be in Nebraska for a few more hours.
Yep. Few.
Forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in Nebraska forever. You made me lose my spot.
Sorry.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. West Mountain Adventure says all 4 of our cats do the kneading thing when they get their belly rubs. That's cool. That's awesome. Regina says I talk to my fur babies all the time. We are always talking to them. There have been times where I've walked into the trailer and Alice is sitting on the bed just waiting for me to get back, and all I do is I look at her and she stares me right in the eyes, and I say something like, "Hi, baby," and she just does a tiny meow at me. Tiny meow, and she just wants loved, and it's the cutest thing ever. It is the cutest thing ever. David and I were talking about this a couple days ago, and or by a couple days ago I mean a while ago, but we've talked about it, and it is that all of our pets, except Alice, have lived in a house before.
Yeah. Alice has never lived in a house.
And Alice has also basically never lived without us at any point in time. Because, like, when we had our 9-to-5 jobs back in Indiana, you know, Sweetie...
8 to 5.
8 to 5 jobs back in Indiana. Sweetie would be home alone, Butters would be home alone, the rabbits would be home alone for that entire time that we were at work. But Alice has never had to deal with that. And because of that, we're pretty sure she has pretty severe separation anxiety.
She does. She really does.
If even just one of us leaves and is just outside of the trailer and the other one is inside of the trailer, she will sit in the window and she will just meow at you until you come back inside.
Yep.
It's so cute.
It is really cute.
It's okay that she has separation anxiety because she's never gonna have to
be separated from us for too long.
Yeah. So it's fine. Oh, Jim has a good question. How do we keep up with all the fur from the animals in the trailer?
To sweep daily.
The short answer is we don't. It is a constant non-stop struggle. Their hair gets in the heater vents. Their hair sticks to the tiny amount of carpet that we have next to the beds. Their hair just sticks to everything.
We have a blanket that we lay on top of our bed, and we call it the dog blanket. And it's just to like catch all the dog hair and stuff so that it doesn't get on our actual blanket that we care about. And then at night, when we get in bed, we just take that off and set it aside.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just sweep daily.
Every day. And we have to do deep cleanings to get, you know...
all the hair out of the random crevices, yeah.
Random crevices. The rabbits, if any of you have ever owned rabbits or know of rabbits, they are very, very messy.
They shed like mad.
Constantly, and their hair is so fine, it floats like no one's business.
Yeah.
Seriously, it just hangs in the air. And it's... I think I heard someone once describe rabbit hair as slime. Rabbit hair is like slime, where it just like sticks to everything, and you
like
just like can't get it off.
Yeah.
So the rabbit's hair is the worst. If we didn't have the rabbits, I don't think we'd have as bad of a fur problem as we do.
Easier to clean.
It'd be so much easier to clean. But we do with it the best we can. We sweep multiple times a day. You just gotta try.
Yeah, it's just more work, more cleaning.
If we didn't try to get the hair out, we would be drowning in pet hair.
Gross, yeah.
It would be bad. Oh, Sherry wants to know, is Sweetie fixed, or can you guys have Sweetie babies?
They're all fixed.
All of our pets are fixed, including the rabbits. The rabbits are also fixed. So we bought Sweetie from a German Rottweiler breeder in Kentucky when we lived in our house. How old is she now? 6.5?
Yeah.
So 6.5 years ago. And part of the deal with that breeder is we could have paid more to make it so that we didn't have to get her spayed, but we knew that we wanted to spay her, so we were willing to pay less. And the requirement was within the first 6 months of owning her, we had to get her spayed. And otherwise, they wouldn't release her.
Was it that early?
Yeah, they wouldn't release her AKC certification or something like that. So yeah, she is spayed along with everybody else. Butters, however, Butters was 3 before I got her spayed, and we got her spayed because when she went into heat, it was just so annoying.
Too much.
She's so loud. She's like meow howling, and she's in love with feet for some reason.
Weirdo.
When she was in heat, she just wanted to rub on your feet and just grip your feet and just rub her face all over it all day long.
Sweetie babies would have been pretty awesome.
Sweetie puppies would have been so stinking adorable. I love Rottweiler puppies. They are, in my opinion, they are the cutest.
They are.
I also think that pit bull puppies
Oh my gosh, they are so
adorable. Especially when like they don't have their feet figured out yet and they're just like flopping around like goobers and just don't know how to walk very well. That is the cutest stage of puppy ever.
Puppydom.
Puppydom. Julie says, David keeps looking at the camera. Be careful. Yeah, David.
I mean, when people drive,
It's just
you
straight.
still look around.
Yeah.
Like,
Johnny said it's Nebraska. There's no traffic.
yeah.
There
really
is very, very little traffic
The
out
road
here.
is
And it's
straight.
so straight. It's so straight.
Yeah.
RV with Nani and Beard said, starting to sound like my dinner is ready. Don't know if Nani will want to leave the live stream while we eat. Oh, leave the live stream up while we eat. Well, you guys, you should definitely eat. When we eat dinner, we almost always have something to watch. I have something in my eye. And we like to watch a lot of gaming channels, is what we watch when we're eating normally. But we almost always watch something when we're eating dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we don't have TV, so we'll just pick something on YouTube to watch or something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
51001RC wants to know what brand trailer tires do you prefer? We've only ever had the ones that came with our trailer,
The inexpensive ones.
and then right now we have high spec.
Yeah.
And those are the only ones we've had, the originals and then high spec. So we don't really have an opinion on anything else because we've never had anything else.
I'm of the mind that if you take care of your trailer tires, you're gonna be fine. So I don't overpay for like any really expensive, crazy type of trailer tire. Our trailer came with load range C tires, so I upgraded to load range D just for some added, just for a little bit of extra overkill, I guess. But as far as the brand, like we have high spec, and they're not. It's not like they're only like $70 tires, so we just make sure that they're properly inflated all the time. We ensure that our trailer is not overloaded, and we don't go over 60 mile an hour when we're towing. And those three things combined will make it so your trailer tires, regardless of brand, will last. So.
Tammy says, David sounds like my husband. Google it.
Yeah. Wow, how far behind are you?
I'm 17 minutes behind right now.
I thought so. I was like, I thought I said that a long time ago.
I've been telling a lot of stories.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Exposition makes it us get behind.
Tammy says party live stream. Definitely.
Yep. Wow, yeah, we're far behind.
Oh, she says when they go to Vegas, they can party, but not often at all. I loved our time in Vegas. And I know that I wouldn't have liked it as much if we didn't have all of our friends from Washington fly in. It was actually their idea. They wanted to go to Vegas. They had decided that they were going to Vegas. They just wanted us to join them. And luckily we were only 6 hours away, so obviously it was a no-brainer for us. But
10 hours away, that's still gone.
Yeah, it was some of the most fun I've ever had in a city before. And it was only 2 nights? 2 nights? Or was it 3 nights?
Yeah, it's 2 nights.
It was only 2 nights.
2 nights, 3 days.
But
Should've been longer.
I want to do it again. I was actually just looking back through the awesome pictures that we were doing because we all had crazy fun outfits picked out because Vegas, you know. you want to be sparkly and have crazy hair and eyelashes and makeup and high heels and all this stuff, you know? And so we all got crazy dressed up, and it was so much fun going around. We went to a nightclub, and I had never been to a nightclub so packed or that expensive. It was It was $50 for 3 beers and 2 mixed drinks.
Gosh, it was insane. I go up to the bar and I get some drinks. I'm like, what?
It's like, what? Are you kidding me? That was so expensive. So
it was fun though. We had a blast.
Next time we're gonna pregame.
Yeah. Well, if we
and not buy drinks at the bar.
if we go back to Vegas, we need to really push everyone to make it a 3. Like have them fly out on a Thursday.
Yeah, do more nights.
Yeah. So that wasn't long enough.
That was so much fun. I would love to do that again.
Or at least like try and persuade some of them to come out on Thursday if they all can.
Yeah. Tammy says she loves the outfits. Tammy, I don't know if you could see by one of those pictures. I think that one of the pictures, we posted one of the ones with the crazy eyelashes, didn't we?
Yep.
So in one of those pictures,
on Instagram,
I think it's the one where I was wearing like the jewel covered top, and all of the girls decided to get these giant feather fake eyelashes, and I've never worn fake eyelashes before, so they had to help me put them on. But I swear they were like this long, coming off of my eyes, and they were like neon pink. And some of the other girls had like bright green ones, some had bright yellow ones, someone had some blue ones. Some of them were sparkly. It was crazy, but those were a lot of fun. But you could hardly see out of them. They were so long that even with my eyes as open as I could hold them, I couldn't see the top half of my vision at all because they were so long.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, grizzlies run at about 30 and black bears can run 40.
Yeah.
So they are slower. Someone else says grizzly bears can run 5 miles an hour faster than a black bear. I'm just gonna have to Google it. Jim wants to know, does David typically do the driving? David prefers to drive. I don't know what it is. He enjoys driving more than being the passenger. The
passenger's boring.
He gets so bored being the passenger.
And I can't read or anything or like watch stuff because I'll get motion sick.
Yeah, so he has to sit here and do nothing.
Just sit and look.
While driving, he's at least engaged in driving and paying attention to that. So yeah, he gets car sick easily. I get car sick pretty easily. I'm actually surprised that I'm able to read any of these and not get car sick because I get car sick very easily too. Somehow it works out. It's probably because I look up a lot instead of just reading.
Yeah, reading.
Yeah. Dave wants to know, YouTube question. Dave, hold on.
Okay.
Why is Tammy's name in blue and have a little wrench next to it? Dave, it is because she is a moderator, which means that she, if we have anybody in the comments that's saying things that are obscene, she can hide them from the channel, she can put them in timeout, all that good stuff. So,
bit of a necessity for a live stream.
Yeah, especially ones that go this long because we always get them.
Yep. Always.
Sometimes we get them in a live stream that's no more than like 15 minutes, and then we've got people being weird. So, Thomas says you first started camping in the East, right? Yes, we started in Pennsylvania, and then we went to Vermont, and then we went to New Hampshire. Our goal was actually to make it to Maine. And we really, really were looking forward to Maine, and I'm still bummed that we didn't get there. But then we found out about the solar eclipse and decided to book it back to Kentucky so that we could watch the solar eclipse. And then it started to get too cold to go back out east, and we had to go south and west.
If we wouldn't have been full-time RVers, we probably wouldn't have gone and seen that solar eclipse.
We definitely wouldn't have. Because Rachel wasn't going to, and she was who we stayed with while we drove down to it. She wasn't going to go, which means she never would have told me. And yeah, we lived in Fort Wayne. We weren't going to just drive all the way down there just to see an eclipse. So yeah, I'm glad that we were full-timing when that happened then, because it was so stinking cool.
I know.
Heidi and David said, we were where you are a week ago heading to Washington. Isn't the lack of traffic nice? It is nice.
It's extraordinarily nice.
We've even noticed when we've been going through big cities that there's really no traffic.
Yeah, we went through Denver, and I was very pleasantly surprised at the lack of traffic. It was nice.
Normally when we go through big cities, my anxiety is through the roof because, you know, people are crazy. They're driving way faster than the speed limit. They're cutting you off. They're cutting you off and slowing down. They're merging without enough room to merge in front of you. They just expect you to slow down, stuff like this. All of that is so stressful, and it happens nonstop when you're driving through a city. And when you're towing, it's so much more difficult to slow down when people are doing stuff like that, that it makes it scary for me. And this has been so great. No traffic is out in the cities, basically, so the drives have been very nice. Ooh, Jim Plummer asked a very good question. Have we ever worried about someone stealing our trailer when we drop it? If you're talking about when we drop it to go find a campsite, no, because we're normally not gone for long enough for someone. Plus, we have a lock that sits on the hitch of the trailer, so they
have two locks.
We do have two locks. You're right. They would have to be able to break both of those locks, and one of them is this big beefy lock, and it would take them a while to get through those. And by the time we got back, they probably wouldn't be through it. So yeah, we've never been worried about that.
I mean, with the right tools, you can get through any lock pretty quick, but
yeah,
it would just be like the weirdest coincidence. It'd have to be just like
so
driving around in the national forest with that equipment on hand, looking to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
A trailer's really not worth that much money. Especially on the black market.
Aw, Tammy. She posted a link to our swag store.
Oh,
she
neat.
said, by the way, everyone go take a look at their merch. We do have merch on our store.
We have face masks available.
We have face masks available. I'm thinking about making face masks when we get back to Indiana. No guarantees on that. I'm just thinking about it.
It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind our other projects that we have.
We have a lot of stuff we're going to do when we're in Fort Wayne, so I don't think I'm going to get it.
Face coverings available on the swag store that Jenny designed.
Yeah, but those face coverings are good for a lot of different uses. They're good for like when you're out hiking, when you're on like a 4x4 to keep dust out of your face. It's really nice. I use mine as a headband sometimes when I'm going hiking or something. They're really nice, and those are the kinds that we have. And those specifically, we're donating we're donating a portion of the proceeds for the two face masks, the two different kinds, to charity that we've been talking about during our charity live streams.
Yep. Yeah, whenever we sell one of those, it doesn't have to be during the charity live stream. Whenever we sell one,
a portion of that sale
goes to charity.
To charity. So, but we also have T-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers. We have koozies. And do we want to talk about?
Oh yeah, we absolutely do. I was gonna say that. Yeah, let's start building the.
All right, guys.
You're the first to hear about this.
The people that are watching this live stream, you guys are the very first ones that are ever hearing about this. And we have been working with David's best friend, Austin, who is Danger G. He's one of our moderators. He comes to our live stream sometimes.
Did he leave?
He did leave.
Okay.
He is working with us to design T-shirt designs. And
limited edition.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
They will only be available for 1 month at a time. And
1 month only.
1 month only for each T-shirt design. And our very first one goes out the beginning of June.
And we'll only give you one hint because the design isn't finished yet.
Design's not finished, but the only hint is Sweetie.
It has to do with Sweetie.
It has to do with Sweetie.
Yep.
So,
it'll be available, we're almost positive it'll be available June 1st.
Yeah.
Only through the month of June, and then it's gone forever.
Gone forever. And we're gonna try and do that once a month from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, brand new t-shirt designs once a month. And Austin is going to be doing almost all of the t-shirt designs. We're going to help give him ideas and stuff like that, but he has full design liberty. And yeah.
And we are paying him for that.
Yes, we're paying.
He is being compensated.
Yes, we're splitting the profits with him.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, you're the first to hear about that. Limited edition t-shirts coming soon.
We're really excited about it, and if one of them is our favorite, there's a really good chance I'm just gonna buy one for myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Because well, I love Sweetie, and I would love a shirt with Sweetie on it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But slight teaser, they're coming out in June. The first design is coming out in June. Milo says, just logged on, so where did you leave from? We left from Cedar City, Utah, just outside of Cedar City, Utah, and we are heading home to Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's a long drive, 3-day drive.
Yeah.
This is only day 2.
We are coming up on 1,000 miles.
Oh my gosh, we're 1.1 mile away from hitting 1,000 miles traveled so far.
Yep.
Oh, Tumbleweed said, I'll check the merchandise. I need a sticker for my new RV.
Nice.
Nice. I love our stickers. I think they're adorable. But I also really like adorable things. And if I think it's adorable, then I'm going to like it, even if it's not ours. So.
Jenny, should we film breaking 1,000 miles?
Of course we should.
Better hurry up.
Give me a second, guys. It'll have to be.
We're going to do a little filming, and it's going to be showing up on the video, so you guys are all a part of it. Better hurry up.
I'm hurrying.
Better hurry up, Jenny. Lens cap off.
Yes.
Filming? Yeah, just like it's once it rolls over, bring it back to me.
Not showing up.
Oh gosh.
There we go.
1,000 miles, guys. We've driven 1,000 miles now on this trip. And it's been a long journey, let me tell you what. We have 1,800 miles to go total. Thankfully, we're well over halfway. Last time I was on camera, I told you guys that we had gone well over halfway when we actually hadn't quite gone halfway. But now we are well over halfway. We're still in Nebraska, and it's just been this. Basically the whole time, just flat, plains, not a lot of trees, not as many trees as I thought, but we're getting there. Sun's setting though. We'll get there eventually. Butters is still asleep, she doesn't care.
She never cares.
Oh, and the live streams.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
We've been live streaming with you guys throughout this trip, and we love live streaming with you guys. You help us, you help the time go by so much faster. And I mean, because this is like highway hypnosis, you know, it's like the same thing for endless amount of hours, hour after hour after hour. So you guys really help break it up. Thank you for spending time with us. There we go.
There.
Oh, my dad's calling me.
Well,
He's just gonna have to wait.
He's gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Talk to him later. We're on his way to see him. Why is he calling you?
Yeah.
I'll call him when we're done going live.
Yeah.
Can I turn everything off? Okay. And Tammy said, hi, Dad. Courtney wants to know, has Butters gotten sick in the car today? She has not gotten sick in the car since we were on our way to Washington. Last year sometime.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get sick in the car very often, just sometimes. CB Johnson wants to know, what kind and year is your truck?
It's a 2004 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD with the Duramax diesel, extended cab, long bed. There you go.
Very specific. Milo says, I still don't see a for sale sign on that truck. Sure hope you're going to Nebraska to buy a 4x4.
Maybe to Indiana.
Maybe we'll find a 4x4 in Indiana. We'll see.
Well, Jenny, we've been live for 2.5 hours. Should we call it for now?
I'm almost close. I'm close to the end, but there are quite a few.
Considering my dad just called me.
Yeah,
Who
your dad
knows
just
why?
called.
He might need something.
Yeah. We are gonna go ahead and call this live stream here. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. We will probably be going live once it's dark
Yeah, we will.
in a couple of hours. So we will hopefully see you guys soon.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you at the next
Thanks for
one.
joining out. Bye guys.
Bye.